Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Let's get straight into the charts. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just for fun. Now let's look at natural gas. This is natural gas, daily chart on natural gas. And maybe a wedge is forming here. I'm not so sure about that because on the upside I only have two touches. So this is not a really valid wedge, but it could be a wedge, which means that I need to be careful with the shorts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does look wedgy a little bit, meaning that natural gas could go to the upside all the way to above $8 level. It's hard to imagine now that it will do that, but it may happen. So anyway, what to do with the short? For me, it's stop loss above 6.7, 6.7-ish areas. So above that, we may break out and then continue to the upside. However, this is not a real good wedge, so I'm not sure if it will play out. If it plays out, we will see. Anyway, if you look at the daily chart, what I can also see is that the 20-day EMA is falling rapidly, and right now it's about to touch the 50-day EMA, and when it crosses, it will be a death cross, meaning that we will probably fall further down. Let me go over to see when we had death cross last time. Yeah, it was right here. You see the light blue line is coming down, touches the red line. We tried to break up, but couldn't hold. It was very close, so it was a bearish sign. It tried to, yeah, it was a big fight, but we eventually fell. And here we had the death cross, and the death cross meant that we will be falling, and we fell all the way down to this area. So from around 5.5 to 3.7, that's a big fall. So let's go over to what's happening right now. Right now, natural gas is falling rapidly on the 20-day EMA, and let me just go over that. Yeah, oops, too much. So yeah, here we go, and death cross is on its way. And once we are there, once we have the death cross, I would say we will have a further fall. My target is actually 5.7. We could fall to 5.643, and if we fall below there, then watch my previous video. I shared it with you what could happen. Let's have a quick look at the weekly chart on natural gas to see what the message is there. So this is the weekly chart on natural gas. On the weekly, we had a big fall. We touched the, not really touched, but came almost to the 20. EMA tried to go back up, but fell and touched it and fell below it. So we are below the 20 EMA on the weekly. This does mean that we might be on our way to the 50 EMA 5.5, but before that 5.64 could be the first support, and there we could bounce up a little bit. On the weekly, even though we are bullish because the 20 EMA is way above the 50 EMA, I would say that we will continue this fall to the downside. Yeah, I think similar thing happened here. We were bullish, but we fell, even fell below the 50 EMA before eventually starting to go back up. And the 20 EMA just turned around and continued to go up, to shoot up. So at this time on the daily chart we might have a death cross. On the weekly we are still far away from the 50 EMA. Not sure if we will have a death cross. If we have a death, we will have a death cross here. We will see. Let's go over to, it will take weeks for sure. Let's go over to the to oil, WTI, and let's have a quick look at oil. This is the, let's start with the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart on oil, WTI, and on the weekly we have this terrifying amp pattern, terrifying for the bulls. We had a big fall, and right now, of course, yeah, it's about to close. The weekly candle is about to close, but we pulled back up and we are above the 20 EMA. This could be a good sign for the bulls. We are still not lost. However, if we have a weekly close below the 20 EMA, it will be telling me that we are going to down to the 50 EMA probably. On the weekly, this M pattern, this double top pattern, is very terrifying. So unless WTI does something about it, we will continue this fall all the way down to 75 once we break below 98, 95-ish area. Then 75 is going to be my target. This is a weekly chart, of course it may take weeks to get there. Let's go over to the daily chart and see what's happening on the daily. So this is WTI on the daily chart, and yeah, we are below the 50-day EMA, not a good sign. And what do we have here? Nothing special, nothing special. I don't see any signs for the bulls. Yeah, yeah, 20-day EMA is falling rapidly. So let's see, we may be nearing a death cross here as well, just like with natural gas. So let's wait and see. I would say, looking at the chart, we will probably continue this fall to the downside. That's all for now. See you next time.